Hey, welcome to Dino Reacts. In today's video, we are going to have a revisit to the black barbershop that took a phone call from Mr. President Donald Trump. I would like to hear what they're talking about. So as always, let's get after it.
New at 6, the owner of Rocky's Barbershop in Atlanta says he feels he was misled by a campaign event for former President Trump the day before the debate. Rocky Jones tells our Karis Belger he thought his Buckhead shop was just hosting a forum for black businesses, but he says he never expected to fade into the realm of politics.
To me, cutting hair is like an art.
And smooth waves are not the only thing Rocky Jones wants his shop to be known for.
We try to specialize in just giving good service to the community. As you can see, I've been here since 17 years and it's been good.
Which is why he jumped at the chance to help other black business owners get ahead.
Started with a text, then it went to a call because I was actually out the country. And just me agreeing to do a black small business, round table. I thought it was like something real private.
It was anything but. Rocky, along with black business owners from across metro Atlanta, crammed into his shop, along with Trump surrogates like Ben Carson. But it wasn't all shop talk.
Thinking about black business in Atlanta, small black businesses in Atlanta. And I'm like, okay, so when are we going to start talking about this?
He says a call from former President Trump during the event cut deep.
Why is the ex-president calling somebody in my barbershop?
Okay, now let me get into this. We both, if you haven't seen my other video on the conversation that these black men had with President Trump and Byron Donalds and Wesley Hunt and Ben Carson, then you can go watch that another video. You'll see it inside of my channel, but you can't go back like this, man. This is what's making us weak. Donald Trump wants to help you. He will have the ability to flood money into black men, into black males' pockets, to give you the power you need to take back your communities instead of having to grovel just because you invited the ex-president to talk to you. That should be an experience, a cherished experience. But from what I can tell so far, he got a lot of flack, and maybe he started losing business because he decided to talk to Republicans or black men that a lot of the derelicts in our society would consider sellouts or coons. We do have these MOHEP types or ITEP types or HOTEP types that only preach victimhood or reparations or black supremacy. And it's very prevalent because that is the type that keeps them a victim, perpetual victims. So you have this guy right here who is an independent business owner, who has the opportunity to bring more to his community, but now, because of phone calls and slander, he is reneging on the experiments of talking to the president and bringing into his environments strong black men, strong black Christian men, running around with all the excuses while he has Blacks for Trump, Never Surrender poster of Donald Trump, and black Republican posters all over his shop. He needs to stand firm. Where is your spine, sir? I am very confused for you to openly have support for President Trump, but when the time comes to defend the president, you're talking like this. This is the cowardice that does not need to have a chance to survive in our communities, or needs to be rooted out or replaced and put in firm black men that can stand against the Democratic agenda. He should have been talking like, I want the opportunity to bring strength to the black men and black boys of our community. But instead, he's apologizing to people that do not care about him. It's almost like, just shut up and cut hair. Don't try to bring greatness to your community. But let's continue.
Nothing to do with small black businesses.
And he was left with a lot more than razor burn.
We had some calls. Thursday, we definitely got some calls, some backlash, some angry people that don't know me And I have to deal with that. I have no involvement in politics. We don't even talk politics in my barbershop. It's all sports. Commend everybody to vote, but that's your business. I don't tell you what to do.
The number of customers, he says, has trimmed down, but he hopes the shock will fade and he can keep helping his community. Kara Spelger, 11 Alive News.
Now we repeat.
As I said, I was right. He got some backlash. You're going to have backlash. I wish I would have had the time to sit down and talk to this man about my story, about how I completely got excommunicadoed. And I'm considered, he's one of them, just because my eyes open to policies and principles that could benefit me within Donald Trump's agenda. And I wasn't seeing that type of energy in Biden's agenda or in Democrat, progressive, and liberal agendas at all. And when I say this, there is nothing wrong against the prosperity of uplifting women, but not at the expense of downgrading men. I hear too much talk of diversity, equity, and inclusion, but it does not include Christian, masculine, black men, or white men for that respect, but we're staying on topic here. It was Malcolm X who once said, never ever trust a liberal. And what did we do? We're now walking lock and step with them as if they did not commit the atrocities that still hamper us in our communities today. We need more spine. That's why I know by the grace of God, as I continue to go down my journey of becoming a conservative and a true patriot, that would also come into a deeper finances so I can be that in the hood, because they won't be able to shame me. It's impossible. They've already said enough to me and pushed me away enough that where I found strength. And if you are going to stand with Donald Trump, you need to have the type of balls that he has. Because look at what he's been through and what he stood against, and he's still going. As a man, if that doesn't give you a sense of pride for your own masculinity, then you cannot be saved. Let's continue.
Immediately reached out to several representatives for the Trump campaign today about the claims that he just made. They have not responded at this time to our phone calls or email.
Hey, black men, we need to stop being cowards. We know very well that our society and our communities are crumbling. The highest abortion rate, the lowest marriage rate, families out of wedlock, and our idols are pimps, whores, hookers, and scandalous women. Why do we keep voting for the party that continues to promote those destructive things to us? I do not get it. We do not have to listen to the screeching and shame of nagging, unimportant women and the loud mouths of very destructive, angry, aggressive, and emotional men. We have the opportunity right now to get behind a movement that's about the land you stand in. Make America great again is for all of us. And I hope that you can see it. Instead of when the moment comes for you to stand on your square, you run and hide because of money. And that's how they've gotten you. Fast money, fast women is not going to help our society. Get behind the grace of God and stand firm on your square so you can lead your communities as very strong and dignified black men. Now, after that clip where another black man buckled because of cowardice, let's look at another clip.
There's plenty of conversation at Coleman Brothers Barbershop on Chicago's South Side following last night's debate between President Joe Biden and former President Donald Trump.
I was embarrassed for the country. I was embarrassed for our position as Americans on the global stage.
Shop manager Arthur Muhammad says he stayed up late to watch every second. And while he intends to vote in November, the showing changed nothing for him. And he's not alone.
Trump and Biden is like a comic show right now. It looks bad. It looks really bad.
The shop, which is a cornerstone in the Woodlawn community on South Stony Island Avenue, recently celebrated its 60th anniversary. Small business owner and mother of 6, Nia Carter, says she was equally disappointed with both candidates and remains undecided.
I'm a double hater. It's some flaws in both of them.
During the Thursday night debate, the two presidential candidates sparred over issues like abortion, immigration, the economy, and more. Both campaigns have acknowledged the importance of the black vote and have actively been courting African-American voters.
Biden really let the African-American community down, though, with his presidency. Now you got Trump talking about the reason African-Americans are supporting him is because of his mugshot. I mean, what are you saying to us?
Along with the disappointment, there's also apathy, as some here say they feel their community has been forgotten.
I don't think either Trump or Biden is not going to matter, to be honest with you. Like I said, we're the only ones that knows what goes on in our communities, you know.
I'm going to be deadpan serious about why I don't understand why the majority of the black vote does not go to Donald Trump and the Republicans. It's because I think black men are weak. I think in general they are. I think they don't know how to stand up in the community strong and demand from, like in cohesion, demand from the government what it needs. And I think the black male, how can I say this? The black male voice, the black male representation has been so beat down by the matriarchy of the black neighborhood. Just looking at this photo, while he is speaking, she is looking at him like, you better not say nothing I don't like. And to me, that is not being a man. We still proud out our onto, and the world moves around us. I've been very fortunate enough to have great black male mentors who have taught me how to stand on my square at all times. And I don't represent any type of biased or blind code to the black community if it is not aligned with Jesus Christ. And right here, there is just way too much masculinity in the black neighborhood. And one of the things that stand out the most is that the Democratic push, which is not wrong at all, to empower black women to have too much power over the black man, to the point now where in the black community, the black man is just a provider, but not a leader. He can be a millionaire, own businesses, but cannot lead his community because he must follow behind his woman, which is out of alignment with God and Christ. And I continually see these things happening. And it will continue until black men decide to put their foot down and make a stake into this society. Let's continue.
They don't.
Watch Breaking News.
Well, I really do hope that black men open their eyes and decide to vote for their own self-interest, even if it is against the community and women, because they need to stand up and understand that as long as this type of energy is running their communities, they will never have any power in the society. And also, they need to look at men like Wesley Hunt and Byron Donalds and see a way out. It is possible, and there should be no amount of slander, shame, insults, or guilt that should be able to take a black man off his square when it comes to him wanting to stand firm in creating a society that benefits himself. We shouldn't have to be under save yourself black men or a black pill or a MGTOW we should run our societies and have our women follow behind us. But prominent black leaders, which are few in that regard, need to stand tall. And until we have a balance on Democrats or Republicans pushing the prosperity of black men and our black boys, we will continue to vote blindly for Democrats. And in shame, because I know in the hearts of many black men that will go into that booth this November 5th and see Trump and Biden's name on there, and it will come down to, am I voting for black women or am I voting for myself? And you should always vote for yourself. So, for all the black men out there that are on the fence, let me give you a little bit of strength. Fiscal responsibility and the chance to be the leaders of your community, with the grace of God, is possible. But it is not possible if you vote Democrat. Please look into your heart and vote for Donald Trump. Peace. Ooh, here we go again. Thank you guys again for watching Dino Reacts. And as always, if you like my content, like, comment, and subscribe. And always, chef's kiss. Mwah.